And it turns out he's been training for years, and just waiting for an opportunity. There will be a lot of support there for Swarmz as well.
There will be a lot of support. He's a massive rapper in the UK, platinum records. He's made bangers, you know. I've heard them in the club. Everyone does like Swarmz. It's just the love for KSI you can't get near that.
You can't compare.
There will be love for him on the night. And I think a lot of people after the fight, they might not show it up, but a lot of the fans will respect him for making the event happen. Because realistically, if it's not for Swarmz, this event might not have gone ahead.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he saved the show really by stepping in.
And like I said, he's going to continue getting into this. It's only going to get better.
Remember, guys, to keep up to date with all things Fight Week, subscribe to Into Boxing. We got the press conference tomorrow, the weigh-in Friday, obviously Fight Night Saturday. And for live reactions, make sure you're signed up to Getter, the fastest growing social media platform in the world.
A lot of people tuning in. This is what they've been waiting for, to see him on the pads, see him with the gloves, see what he's about.
Here we go. He'll be feeling a bit nervous because he knows people haven't seen him, you know, hit the pads, they haven't seen him with gloves on. So he'll be feeling a bit nervous. He wants to impress.
Of course. It's not easy. Learning in 3 weeks and suddenly all these eyes on you, cameras on you. He might not perform his best today to what he's actually got. So
this might be good for him. Get rid of the nerves. He can loosen up throughout the week. Because that is going to be a big crowd greeting him on Saturday night.
But he doesn't look awful, to be fair. He looks decent.
I just have to say, we've got Joe Weller, who's very intently watching.
Very intently. Do you think he's planning something?
I'm not sure.
He's almost analysing what's going on rather than watching.
Because obviously we know Joe Weller fought KSI first fight.
Yeah.
But he is studying Swarmz.
Yeah, I would love to see Joe Weller back in the ring, man. You know, obviously first fight didn't go his way, but after that he called it quits. So, you know, boxing's not for everyone, but I really think he's got in him to fight again. Joe Weller v Swarmz. Oh, he's back.
Wade's back. Yeah.
What are we thinking, man?
We're just thinking that obviously this is the first time a lot of people have seen him on the pads with gloves on.
You know what I'll say? For a guy that just took up the sport about 2-3 weeks ago, really, doesn't have a ton of experience. I've seen a lot worse in a lot longer time. I'll tell you that now. Big guy.
Yep, Zane said that.
Losing some weight.
Yeah, he's lost 12 kilograms in 2 weeks.
A nice technical cross there. Again, you're not going to expect this guy to be a pro as far as skill level just yet. But like I said, I've seen a lot worse, and Swarmz looks committed to what he's doing. He's lost some weight coming into this. He's had to. And again, respect to anybody that's willing to get in and actually try to make this happen on a short notice. He kind of saved this card, so respect to Swarmz for that as well. And like I said, this doesn't look, for a guy that's gone 2-3 weeks, this doesn't look bad at all.
And we have to say, we just pointed out before you arrived, that Joe Weller is intently watching him.
Yeah, it is interesting. Joe's
very
got
intently.
A keen eye on him.
More so than anyone else today.
And I know Joe is, he might be looking to get back in at some point, but Joe's been quiet around this stuff. You know, he's going to be on the card as a presenter commentator for DAZN as well. Mm-hmm. But I would like to see Joe get back in, and I think, you know, he might not say it out loud, but I think he wants to as well.
I think he wants Swarmz as his next
opponent. But we have one more guy that's coming up in a bit in Deji, and I know Joe's got an eye on him.
Yeah. Okay.
That's been for a long time now. Joe and Deji have been something that people have rumored. Not saying that that's a fight being made or anything, so don't go there with it.
You heard it here first.
You know, yeah, right. I don't know any of that. But
I've seen a few.
There's a reason Joe's here. Let's just say that.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen a few interviews with Joe Weller, and he's always said he's happy to get back in the ring. He just has to hate the opponent, and he hasn't found anybody he hates. But there has been beef with Deji and Joe Weller.
I think for Joe, it's just getting comfortable, right? It's just this first one was really the first big event of this YouTube boxing scene, and who could have expected anyone to go into that environment for your first fight and look great?
First everyone in history.
And the history behind it and the build-up. So I don't fault Joe. I think he's one of the pioneers of this game, and I don't think he gets the respect he really deserves in this game. But yeah, like I said, there's a reason he's here. But Swarmz in the ring, like I said, looking decent, good bladed stance, on balance, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for Swarmz to really change the tide here, but that's the opportunity he has. Upset, shock the world.
I want to give a quick shout out to Theo Baker, because not many people know
100%.
Joe Weller and Theo Baker actually had a behind the closed doors fight.
This entire deal off.
And then KSI commented, "I'll fight the winner." So
I'll fight the winner in the
no one ever mentions Theo Baker, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to mention Theo Baker. He started all of this.
Shout out to Theo, man. He absolutely needs to be involved. We'd love to see Theo back. But,
imagine the scenes.
but yeah, man, like I said, I'm enjoying the entire setup today. I think it's been an eye-opening experience for the people at home as well as us to really see some of the guys that haven't had any experience or really any footage out and see what they're going to be bringing to fight night.
Yeah, some have been very quiet about their preparations, what they can do. Not much information about how long they've been training or anything.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why these media workouts are so important, and why I don't think last time I looked, there's 17,000 people in this stream watching for all these fighters. And again, this is one of these events that you do not want to miss. Mark it down. 2022, August 27th is one of those days in the YouTube boxing scene that will stand in history.
There's just so many big fights going on that each one there's so much hype on. Each, like, the top 4 fights could all be a main fight. It could all be a main card fight.
These could, I mean, all, and that's 100%. Zane's 100% correct. All of the top 4 fights could be main events on their own card. I mean, think about it. FaZe Temper could main event his own event. You know what I mean? FaZe Sensei, King Kenny, 2 massive names. They could main event their own event. And with wins, you might see those guys main eventing cards down the road from this.
Deji has been a main event.
Yeah, exactly. So this is a stacked card with a couple of T's. Stacked card. You know what I mean? So I can't say how much I'm impressed by the guys and their commitment to making this an event worthwhile.
Exactly. I'm really happy that it's a YouTuber event. Like, you know, we've seen a few times where it's been like pro undercards, but the fans really want to see an all YouTubers event, and this is what we got.
And listen, we've had that blend, and sometimes it works well, and others it doesn't. But for this event, the need was to get some guys that deserve that spotlight, that have been working hard in this YouTube box.